All right, North Lacrosse 5-6D1. Welcome back to the Tactics Board with Coach Mahoney. I've got a breakdown on offense, a little two-man play here we're going to talk about as we go into our second week of practice, or at least our second practice on Monday night. We're going to start looking at some of these elements and really drilling these because the offense we want to run is very simple and it's built on, kind of building blocks. One of those things being a pick play. All right, we talked about give and goes in the last one. We want to start bringing in picks as well to manipulate the defense and create some opportunities for some hands-free shots. So that's what this one's going to look at. We're going to be looking at something that we're going to call the pass, pick, pop. Okay, 3 parts. Our little code word for this is going to be triple. Okay, we're going to use code words as we get used to working with each other out on the field and playing together so that we can communicate and let each other know what we want to do. I've seen good instances out there of guys running picks, but because the ball carrier didn't know that he was going to go run a pick, he didn't end up using it. And so then we ended up kind of breaking down the offense in a way that didn't need to happen because we didn't utilize the play that was made. So as we get used to playing with each other and running some of these things, we'll have this kind of code word triple to talk to each other. There's going to be 2 options when we talk about this play. There's going to be triple me, okay, and triple you. And we'll talk about the differences here, all right? So it's the pass, pick, pop, triple me, triple you is what we will say to each other, okay? So let's look at a triple me scenario first. Ball carrier comes down up top. We've got our top center midi, and he is going to give a pick to the top left midi, all right? So we come down, we want to do that. He's going to look over at this guy and say, hey, triple me, triple me, triple me. When he says triple me, that means me, him, the guy carrying the ball. I'm going to set the pick for you. So triple me, I'm picking me. So ball comes up here, defender comes up here. He passes down. Here's the first part, pass, okay? This top left midi catches the ball. Defender makes a C approach and comes out to defend. And this defender should slough in a little bit. Pass is complete. Next is pick, step 2. The original ball carrier comes down this direction to set a pick. Now let's talk about what a pick is. A pick is an offensive player creating an obstruction or a wall that is designed to interfere with the ability of the defense to move where they want to move. Okay, you're trying to create something that allows the new ball carrier the ability to get hands free. And in essence, what you're trying to do is scrape off his defender. So he's on ball here. But what we're going to do is when we set this pick, as a player, to set a pick, you come down, you have to stand nice and straight and still, put your stick, vertical up against your chest because you can't be using your stick on that pick. You got to just stand like a statue. And the idea here is the new ball carrier is going to run close to you. And it's important to run close. If you're trying to utilize a pick and you don't run close, if you're out here, your defender can run between that pick. And if he does that, then the pick's of no use and we just kind of collapse the offense for no reason. So if you're going to use the pick in this play, you need to scrape that offensive player right here. You want to run pretty darn close to him because what you're trying to do is drag your defender into him to where now he gets tied up and he kind of runs into this guy. Now you can be saying, well, what about this defender? Yeah, there's a good chance he may come over as well. But because things get cluttered here, there's an opportunity if the new ball carrier is really using some wheels to get across the top, just dodge straight past this new guy, dodge into the middle, and take a nice hands-free shot. Okay, that is the first 2 parts. Okay, so we had the pass, we have the pick. Now we need to talk about the pop. So this defender is probably going to come with the picking player. Okay, so there's some things he can do. As this man rolls up top and comes across the top, this defender may go underneath and try to stay with his man. More likely, you're going to end up getting a switch where this defender is going to pick him up. Okay, so as he comes across this way, he's got the ball. But let's say, for instance, maybe there's a pole on the crease. And he slides, and there's just no opportunity here for this player to get in and do any work with a shot. That is why the guy who initiated this thing, when he said triple me, he needs to do the third part, the pop. Right? He did the pass, he did the pick, now he needs to pop. He needs to pop up in a position where he is available to receive a pass from the new ball carrier if he gets into trouble. So he gets into trouble here. He realizes, I'm not going to press a double team. That doesn't make any sense. We don't need to risk a turnover here. I'm going to wheel out and look for someone to move the ball rather than just keeping it because they're going to come up in this direction. I'm going to pass it up here, okay? Now, this is a little bit beyond the play, but let's talk about this. He drew a double team, all right? That means that some offensive player doesn't have a defender. And if he came from the crease, there's a good chance that that player is this dude, right? So this, again, gets a little bit beyond. But when we pass it up here, if we can pass it down quickly to here and he floats up, you're going to have no defender in the crease area and a good shot to just put that ball in. So remember, anytime you draw a double team, some offensive player is not covered, and we want to learn how to take advantage of that. Okay, so that is the triple me, okay? Again, triple me means you, the guy saying triple me, you're going to go run that pick. You're going to set it. So let's talk about a triple U, okay? If we end up with a triple U call, that means the guy with the ball, he wants to run off the pick, right? He wants someone to set a pick for him. So he's yelling down at this bottom left attackman saying, hey, triple U, triple U. If he says triple U, he's telling this attackman, I want you to set a pick for me, which means there's two things, right? If you said triple U, then you could just instance go, but triple means we're going to pass, pick, and pop. So if you just want to pick, then we can use some different terminology there. If you're just looking at him and you say pistol, at that point, he can just go run a pick, right? Pistol can be the word for an immediate pick if that's what you want. But the ball movement from the pass is pretty important here. So for the triple U play, we're going to do a pass, pick, pop. So the way that's going to work is, hey, triple U. All right, got it. The ball comes down. He goes to approach the ball. He sloughs off a little bit, but he's not going to keep it because he has to go set that pick. So ball comes back up. Okay, approach, defense comes off. He comes up north here to set a pick. Okay, this pole may come with him. And what this middy's going to do now is look to run behind, scrape off his defender here, and then either continue through and get a nice kind of right-hand shot of the goal right here and just run around this pole. And again, I will say to guys coming off picks, if you go with intensity and speed, there's a good chance you're going to run past that second defender. All right. I know when we look at the board here, it can look as though, oh, well, it's an even situation. It's 2-on-2. But when this defender runs into this attackman who's setting the pick, there's going to be confusion here. All right. They're going to need to communicate and figure out who's who, because this guy's thinking, oh, that's my guy, I got to stay with him. And this guy's thinking, oh, well, this is my guy, I got to stay with him. So there's opportunity to take advantage of that confusion. So if you come off this pick fast and just cut inside and take that shot, there's no one down here, okay? So you're going to be in good shape. So that is the pick you, all right? Pick me means I'm going to come set a pick for you, all right? That's what I'm saying, me. I'm going to come set your pick. Pick you means I want you to set a pick for me, but there's going to be a pass. We want to run that in there. And then finally, the last one, which I kind of said right there, pistol, that's just asking for a pick, okay? So in that instance, let's put these guys back where they belong. If we end up with a pistol call, for instance, let's say we got a ball down here at X, okay? And we got a defender coming out to play behind, and then we've got another pole down here as well, kind of covering this dude. He's the hot right. X attack can call pistol. At that point, left attack's going to come down and set a pick. This guy's going to float down as well, and he's going to scrape his defender right here, look to try to kind of cut across quick right here and get a goal. So if you call pistol, the guy you're looking at, you call pistol, the defender who's closest to you, or sorry, the other attackman who's closest to you, he should just come down and set a pick for you. The biggest thing with picks, you have to use them effectively. Again, so remember, new ball carrier, you've got to try to scrape, this is your defender, he's playing you tough. You have to try to scrape him off, right? So you need to run close to that attack player that's coming down to provide a pick for you. Because if you run close, he can't run through him, okay? He's going to have to either go underneath or follow behind. But if you run away, if there's a gap there and he was here, he's just going to run between. So that's the biggest thing to remember on picks. Run close to the pick, scrape off your defender, and then get going. And then remember, as the picker, even if you're doing it off a pistol when you're just setting the pick, you should always still finish that off with a pop. Because if you just stand where you are, you're not necessarily in a great opportunity. He's chasing him. Pop out, because if he gets into trouble again, he needs to know he's got some help. He can look behind. Okay, and then he can kind of clear through. We set our triangles up again. And that's it for this video. So, North, we'll see you tomorrow night, 6 o'clock worldwide. Looking forward to it. And that's it for this vid. Go North!